best laid plans. Come on back. Something happened with the internet connection and we just were cut off. The whole app just shut down. I hope it's not the music. Well, I'm going to lower it a little bit. But come on back. We're going to try and restart this. So I just wanted to talk about the fact that my name is Victoria Lorient-Faibish. We're beginning again, and I'm a holistic psychotherapist, registered psychotherapist, and I have my meditation CD on that I created many, many moons ago, but it's very, very effective. I'm glad you're here again. Please come back and join me. Come back and join me. Thank you, because I'm talking about the hurt child and how the hurt child needs to be healed. I'll just sort of recap what I said for those of you who did not catch what I said. Let me know if the connection is doing well right now, because for some reason it just died. I don't know what the hell happened. Well, we're just coming off of Mercury retrograde. We can say that. So the beginning of my career was very much in 1991. I might as well have been carving a path in Toronto because my career was mainly holistic. I was a holistic practitioner. I was doing reflexology, and I was doing polarity therapy and some Reiki and some therapeutic touch, and my practice was essentially that. And that wasn't too common in Toronto, let me tell you, but that's what I was doing. And my practice evolved into psychotherapy, and that's when I got a master's degree and really sort of melded the two, which I call my brand of psychotherapy, which is holistic psychotherapy, which marries talk therapy plus the more spiritual and also energetic and body-centered work. So I bring the two together. I find it so effective to heal trauma. So one of the things that I find essential is healing the hurt child. I have seen some amazing, wonderful adults really making terrible decisions, and those decisions usually are coming from the hurt child. And thank you, Maureen, for coming on, and you're watching from Chicago. And thank you. You are back live right now. Thank goodness. Please let me know you're here, because it's always helpful to know that you are here and that I am coming through. So what I want to say to you is, let's talk about what the hurt child in action looks like. The hurt child in action looks like impulsive behavior, making decisions in tantrumous ways. So having these volatile mood swings that are sort of, I want what I want, and this is what, so the child, imagine a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old running your life. And so the child is always saying, this is what I want, and there's no compromise. And it's very led by dopamine creation, which is the pleasure center, because obviously the child is in pain and wants to feel better. So, led by, eating in ways that are very dopamine oriented, relationships that are very dopamine oriented, which is our pleasure center. And also, why me, poor me, rescue me. The child never takes responsibility for themselves. Why me, poor me, rescue me. Also, the child is always, looking to essentially be saved. The child, imagine your little children, and left to their own devices, what decisions would they be making in life? They would be making, hi Mandy, they would be making decisions that are not adult. They would probably be making not good food decisions, children are not disciplined, so we as adults need to instill discipline in children, so children lose and lack discipline. So any part of us, and I find that, the child, when traumatized, when they were children, it's like the age just stopped. The growing stopped at that age. But other aspects of the person did grow, perhaps their career, their way to navigate, all kinds of different things. But the emotional side of them stayed stunted in the hurt child. And it has been my discovery in my career that the most important thing is to heal the hurt child so that you can grow it up and every part of the person can come together. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Eduardo. Eduardo is driving and listening. I love technology. You're not seeing my fabulous hair. Eduardo does my hair, but I did my hair in the morning, but he does, he gets me ready. Not every morning. No, not at all. I do my own hair every morning. But my lovely friend Eduardo is a wonderful hairstylist. He's got a great salon on Bayview, I believe. But you can tell us where it is. And he does a great color and all that good stuff. Promoting people as we talk. And Julie Long is a wonderful artist and a singer. So my point is that it's so important to grow up your hurt child so that you have all of your parts in line. And how do we do that? We do that by working and troubleshooting the technology that is your brain. Your brain is a series of neural pathways, and those neural pathways are always going to be responsive to repetitive messaging. And if the repetitive messaging is always, you are not able to be emotionally self-sufficient, you need to be rescued, you need to be paranoid of life, you need to be in a tantrum to get what you want. All of those are beliefs that you're repeating and have been repeating for a long time, and they are corresponded in your neural pathways. So we need to go about the very arduous journey of creating new neural pathways that say, I am an adult. I can grow my hurt child up. I can grow my hurt child up, and I can treat my hurt child as a loving parent. Does everyone hear that? Because it's really important that the hurt child understand that you, the adult part of you, is now parenting the child in you, and parenting the child as if it were the most loving parent. So I'm just going to have everyone understand that we're going to take you on a bit of a visualization, because, and I have my music going from my wonderful meditation CD called As Above, So Below, and you can check that out on visualizationworks.com, my website. I'm going to take everyone on a journey, so everyone get really comfortable and just have a seat and get comfortable. And I'm just going to take you on a journey, and you can listen to this video over and over because you can take yourself on the journey later on. But what I would like you to do is to begin breathing slowly. Just almost like circular breathing. Breathe in. When you hit the top, come down. And a really good technique is to put the tongue on the top of your mouth while you're breathing through your nose. And just hear the music. Good morning, Mazar. We're doing a meditation right now to heal the hurt child. So just hear the music and do some breathing. And close your eyes if you'd like. This is such a good thing to do in the morning, just breathing slowly. And I'd just like you to start to imagine yourself walking on a field. A really beautiful, expansive field. And in the distance is a massive oak tree. And I would like you to start, hello Mwen, I'd like you to start to walk toward the oak tree on this massive field. Just keep walking toward that oak tree. It is majestic. It is solid. It is beautiful. You're at the foot of the oak tree. And when you touch the oak tree, feel it with your hands. And in your mind's eye, you can actually feel the beautiful oak tree. The ridginess. And when you touch that oak tree, guess what? The oak tree has a door that opens up wide. And just allow yourself to open the door, and inside, you step inside the oak tree. Interestingly, it's perfectly lit. Thank you, Mazar, for sharing this. And anyone else can share it too, Because I think the more people that learn this will benefit. So you step inside the oak tree, and there's a staircase that's perfectly lit going down, and you start to go down the staircase. All the way down. Down, down, down to the bottom of the stairs. Keep walking, and at the bottom of the stairs is a beautiful door. And this door is crystal. It's a fantastic crystal door. And you just give it a little push, and you open the door to a fantastically beautiful diamond white beach. A beautiful diamond white beach. Step onto the beach with stunning blue-green water. You can smell the sea air. The temperature is beautifully just perfect. And you begin to walk alongside the water on this beach. And you go, as you're walking, there's some dolphins jumping in the water, sending you some beautiful psychic messages of, I'm here and I'm protecting you and all is well. And now, in the distance, you see a figure way in the distance, and you start to walk toward the figure. You're not sure if it's an adult or a child, but you just know that there's a figure in the distance on the beach that you're walking toward. Just feel your feet in the sand, the water kind of lapping up against it. And really take in the sea air and the beauty around you. And the beautiful waves in the blue-green ocean. And allow yourself to just be taken in by this beauty as you walk toward this figure that you now realize is a child running back and forth from the sand to the water, from the sand to the water, and you realize that this child is building something. What is it building? It might be building a little sandcastle. You're walking closer and closer and closer to this child that's running gleefully on the beach and building a sandcastle. And you notice that the child has a pail, and it brings a little water and then sort of douses the castle with a little bit of water and forms the little turrets and the little peaks and valleys of this little castle. And then you arrive right next to the child. A little drama with this. You arrive right next to the child and you sit down next to the child. And you're just observing silently the child. You're watching the child go back and forth, back and forth. And finally, the child makes contact with you, eye contact with you. And you look up, and you and the child meet eyes. And you say to this child, "Can I help you with your castle?" And the child's like, I don't know who you are, so maybe not. but you can sit there, I don't know. It's kind of a child. And so you decide to just, sit there and maybe give it a little pat, give the castle a little pat, and maybe start to form your own little turrets in your own little area that you're sitting. And then the child looks at you and says, "Who are you?" And you say, I'm you, and I'm so glad I found you. But I'm now all grown up, but I lost you and I'm never going to lose you again. I'm so glad I found you. You and I have been estranged. We've been kind of lost from each other for too long. And now we have found each other, and I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'm here to help you. And the child looks and stops doing what it's doing and comes and stands in front of you, and you just say to this child, "I just want to hug you. I just want to give you a big, big, beautiful hug." And the child says, "Okay." And you say to the child, just come and sit next to me. Or sit right now between my legs, just like a parent would, have a child in between their legs as they're watching the ocean. And I want you to give it a big hug from behind. And you can feel the child's skin on you. And you can smell their hair. And you're squeezing the child. And you're saying to the child, "I love you. I appreciate you. You matter to me. You are so talented. And I'm so sorry I lost you. And I'm never going to lose you again. Ever, ever." Just feel that celebration. Feel that celebration of the two of you together. And telling that little one how important they are to you and how much you are finally here for them. And that any decisions that you make from here on out, you will consult the child. Because the child will often become overactivated when it feels like the adult is not taking care of them. So you've got to take care of them. You've got to give yourself the right food. You've got to give yourself the right routines. You've got to give yourself the right experiences. You've got to give yourself the right people. You've got to draw the right boundaries. You've got to say no when you're tired and yes when you want to only. And you need to commit and pledge to this child that that's what you're doing. Breathe, everybody. Breathe. Breathe, everybody. And feel that child loving your hug. And feel that child appreciating that you're back in their life. They need to know that you're the real parent. And you need to commit to being the real parent. We've got the biological parents, but this is the spiritual soul parent that you need to be to yourself and to this child within you. Feel that and breathe. Keep that visual alive so you're building new neural pathways. I'm so glad it's helpful, Eduardo. And now I want you both to get up and run into the water together and play with the dolphins. The dolphins are surrounding you, and sending you a message of love. I feel tears in my eyes just thinking about this image. The dolphins are sending you love, and you're protecting this child. The child might be a little bit afraid of the waves. So you got to be the parent in there and help that child. And with this experience, a healing of the child traumas starts to occur. I'm feeling everyone doing this. I don't know who's doing it, but I'm hearing so many people doing this, and I'm feeling the tears welling up in me as I feel your tears, possibly. And I want you just to come out of the water and take a towel that just showed up, a beautiful fluffy towel, and wrap the child in the towel in a protective way. I hear you're crying, Eduardo, and I really appreciate your sincerity and your openness. I feel the same energy. I feel a love energy, a heart-opening energy, which I hope everyone else is feeling. Because from that healed heart, we can help the planet, but we need to heal ourselves first. You can't heal the planet if you don't heal yourself. And healing the child within you is part of the journey of being ready to heal the planet. And I'm so, so passionate about that. The planet's our child that needs our healing as well. And so right now I want everybody to take the child's hand and start to walk on the beach back to where you came from. Back to where you came from. And you can see that the dolphins are waving you farewell, but you're memorizing this whole beautiful diamond beach, this diamond white beach, and you're memorizing everything, and the ocean sound, and the beautiful smell of the breeze, the ocean breeze, and you and the child are walking together back toward the crystal door of the tree. Because you're going to take this healing with you to your real life. So all the way back you go, and you're standing at the front of the crystal door. And are we all ready to go in together? I want you to push the door open and start to walk up the stairs of the perfectly lit inside the oak tree. Walking up the stairs, all the way up to the top, to the main door of the oak tree. Open the door, and you're back on the field, and the door closes behind you, and you both, the child and you, lean on the tree. Lean on the tree. And you look at the field and you realize, okay, I'm back in real life. And what you do is you start to walk on this field together. And I want you to memorize the image of the child and you holding hands. And I want you to place that image and imagine that your heart is sucking it in. Just let your heart just suck in the image of this child in you so that you carry that with you always. Carry that with you always. And just start breathing circularly again. Very peaceful breathing. I hope this was helpful to everyone. keep working with your inner child. Keep healing that inner child with a positive parenting energy. And understand that you and only you can start to really change the neural pathways of having that hurt child running your life, which it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You need to get that adult and you need to grow that child up. And the more you do this work, the more that child will grow up so that you can have good relationships, draw good boundaries, not be impulsive, self-care, drink water when you need to, eat the right food, exercise, choose good people around you, say yes only when you want to say yes, say no when you need to say no, be kind, fair, and loving to yourself and others so that you fill your cup and so that you can be of service to others and the universe. Because it's not a narcissistic journey. It's a fill your cup first journey and then give to others from the overflow journey. Blessings, everybody. Blessings, blessings. I'd like you to hop over to visualizationworks.com. You can get the digital version of these meditations. There's a Heal the Hurt Child meditation. There's Balance Your Chakras, 7 chakras meditation. And also Manifest Your Heart's Desire meditation. Thank you, Claire. I'm so glad that you are here. And I know, by the way, Claire, that John is with us. And I think of him all the time. I love you, Claire. And Dana says, at first I thought it was silly, but I ended up in tears. It was a little frightening for my child to leave the beach, though. But understand that you can always go back to the beach, everybody. Okay? And in the summer, I'm going to be doing some lives from a beach. Okay? And understand that we're all in this together. We're all in this together. So if you heal your hurt child, other people's hurt childs will start to heal. Because when you're in your adult, you call upon the adult of others. When you're in your adult, you call upon the adult in others. Please share this video so that others can benefit. And if you're seeing me on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel, which is called Ask Victoria. And also submit questions that you want for me to do videos on and lives on. I'm on my own on this one, so I need other people's ideas on things that I should be talking about. Well, Mandy, if you haven't taken care of yourself and put others ahead of yourself, guess what? Today, everybody, today is the first day, if that is what you're doing, that you start taking care of yourself first. And guess what? It's not selfish, because if you take care of you, others will benefit. That's my favorite mantra. If I take care of me, others will benefit. Have a great day at work, Eduardo. Love you too. Okay? Blessings and beauty and peace to everyone. Have a beautiful day. Take care, Mandy. Talk to you soon, everybody. See you tomorrow at 9:30.